Hi there. Welcome to our channel, the top source to choose the top locations and learn the most important travel advice for your upcoming trip. We'll demonstrate the 10 best restaurants in UK. Today's video, consequently. Let's get started. The 100 best restaurants in the country have been revealed at the National Restaurant Awards 2022. And yet again, the capital's foodie havens have dominated with 60 of the restaurants found in London. But, for the first time in the award's 16-year history, the top spot hasn't gone to a restaurant in England. Instead, the coveted prize has been given to Inisheer in Wales, which was awarded its second Michelin star in February. Number 10. Inisheer, Wales. Hidden away among the woods in rural mid-Wales, Inisheer, pronounced Inisheer, may seem like an unlikely candidate to nab the top spot. It came 15th in the list last year after all, but the award is testament to the chef patron Gareth Ward, who took the helm in 2013 and has since transformed the former Country House Hotel into one of the UK's most in-demand destination restaurants with its bold take on immersive dining. A meal here is not for the faint-hearted. Each £350 a head menu can run to 30 courses and typically takes between 4 and 5 hours to complete. But it's their brilliant ingredient, lead small plates cooked over fire, that earned the spot a second Michelin star earlier in the year, making them the only Welsh restaurant in history to be awarded the honour. Number 9. Moor Hall, Lancashire. This Lancashire favourite was awarded second place and named England's best restaurant, down from the top spot, which it's held for the last 2 years. Helmed by chef Mark Burchell, who previously ran the kitchen at the similarly celebrated Aleku in Cumbria, the restaurant with rooms is set in a grey dye-listed building that dates back to the 13th century, and comes with 5 acres of gardens as well as its own lake. The delicate tasting menu, which comes in either 4 or 8 courses, is largely inspired by the surrounding Lancashire countryside. They source as much as they can locally with their charcuterie made in-house and honey taken from the 5 beehives that are dotted around the bucolic grounds. Number 8. Brad Shoreditch. Hailed as the top restaurant in London, this perennially popular Shoreditch spot shows no sign of waning, with locals and out-of-towners alike flocking here for the famed fish and meat dishes cooked on their wood fire grill. Housed in a former strip club on Redchurch Street, the wood-paneled interior is decidedly cool, with a hip East London crowd to match, but the emphasis here is firmly on the food. Start with the blackened grilled bread topped with anchovies and a plate of smoked cod's roe, before moving on to pleasingly charred cuts of meat and the undisputed star of the show. Number 7. The Ritz, Mayfair. This Mayfair institution needs no introduction, having long been hailed as one of the world's most famous dining destinations. But while it may be best known for its afternoon teas, every meal here instantly becomes an occasion thanks to the glamorous dining room, filled with waiters swooping about in full morning suit pushing gleaming silver trolleys overseen by executive chef John Williams MBA. The menu focuses on refined French dishes made using the finest local British produce. The restaurant jumped an entire 40 places up the list from last year, and as well as being awarded the 4th spot, they also picked up the Service Award, while head chef Spencer Metzger was named the chef to watch. Number 6. Bibe's, Mayfair. Sophisticated Indian restaurant Bibe clocked up the highest new entry at number 5 and one opening of the year, further cementing its place as one of the finest Indian restaurants in London. The latest Mayfair spot from hospitality hitmakers JK's, the team behind Gymkhana and Hoppers, offers up bold, punchy dishes from chef Jet Sharma. The restaurant boasts one of the most elegant dining rooms in WW1 with a bustling witch encounter where you can watch the chefs at work. Number 5. The Ledbury, Notting Hill. After a 2-year pandemic-induced hiatus, the Ledbury reopened in March to much fanfare with a revamped dining room, all mirrors and marble with softly twinkling lights, and an even sharper focus on top-quality produce. The team, led by acclaimed chef and co-owner Brett Graham, have clearly put the last couple of years to good use, reopening with a new sense of direction and purpose. One of the main focuses, the sustainability with seasonality key to many of the new dishes. Retired dairy cows have been used for the charcuterie, For example, while mushrooms are now being grown in the restaurant itself, housed in a large moisture-controlled cabinet that guests can inspect. What hasn't changed? The mind-blowing attention to detail and impeccable service. Number 4. A Wong Pimlico. Often hailed as the best modern Chinese food in London, Chef Andrew Wong's eponymous restaurant. These homage to China's 2,000 years of culinary history, offering up delectable plates of dim sum as well as dishes like sea bass with fermented tofu sauce, wok seared wagyu beef and crab claw with cured scallop, all made for sharing. Located on bustling Milton Road, in Pimlico, the restaurant was first opened as Cane's in 1985 by Wang's parents, making it the first Chinese restaurant in the UK to hold such a title. Number 3. Core by Claire Smith, Notting Hill. A rare appearance by a female chef, but then Claire Smith and B's no ordinary cook. She is the first and only British female chef to hold 3 Michelin stars in the UK, and only the 4th British chef in history to receive the honor. This Notting Hill spot is her first solo venture. She also has a restaurant in Sydney overlooking the harbour, known for its focus on natural, sustainable food sourced from the UK's most dedicated farmers and food producers. And while Smith's techniques may be firmly rooted in classical French cooking, those in the know will recognise that the menu is filled with plenty of nostalgic British references, such a roast monkfish topped with more campy bay shrimps and her core teaser dessert, a gourmet take on the Maltzer. Number 2. Ikoyi, St. James's. In a city like London, it's hard to come up with a restaurant concept that's truly innovative. But the team behind Ikoyi have done just that. Founded by friends Iri Hassan Ohochal and chef Jeremy Chan, African-inspired flavors are blended with umami-heavy ingredients to create bold dishes that are entirely their own. Hailed as one of the capital's most exciting restaurants, don't come here expecting home-style cooking. Yes, there are plantain fritters and jollof rice on offer, but not as you know them, with an eclectic menu that includes 100% organic meats, biodynamic vegetables and fish from British waters dispatched using the IKG method. Come with an empty belly and an open mind. Number 1. Lynn Clume, Cumbria. There's no arguing with the fact that Simon Rogan's Lenku remains one of the finest restaurants in the country as further proof. The lauded Lake District spot was awarded its 3rd Michelin star in February, making it the first ever restaurant in the north of England to do so. This year marks 2 decades since Rogan first opened the doors at this former blacksmith's workshop, and since then the restaurant has received international acclaim famed for its hyper-seasonal and traceable tasting menus. As many ingredients as possible are sourced and harvested from the restaurant's own farm, located just down the road in the Carmel Valley, or from other leading local producers, which go some way to explaining the singingly fresh creations that wind up on the plate. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel if you like this video so you may see more interesting and practical ones like it. We appreciate your interest and hope to see you on the next one.